Hello everyone, I am Bhikshmaya Chalakani, Assistant Professor of Physics from Government Degree College for Women, Nalgonda. In this video, I am going to explain the reciprocal lattices of simple cubic lattice, body-centered cubic lattice, and face-centered cubic lattice. Okay, we see one by one. So, reciprocal lattice of simple cubic lattice. The We see the primitive translation vectors. It is a simple cube we have considered. So, and these are the basis vectors. So, primitive translation vectors. That means so the basis vectors of primitive unit cell. So, the primitive translation vectors nothing but, or simply we can call it as the primitive basis vectors. So the primitive basis vectors are the vectors of basis vectors of primitive unit cell. So sim- simple cubic cell, the number of lattice points per unit cell is 1 point, one lattice point or one lattice site. So those cells only are called as primitive unit cells. So therefore, simple cubic is primitive unit cell, and the basis vectors of these primitive unit cells are we are taking A1 bar, A2 bar, and A3 bar, and this one is along positive x-axis. Okay, right, right. So it is our x-axis, and the unit vector in this direction is I cap, and unit vector in this direction is j cap, and unit vector along this direction is k cap. It is z direction, it is y direction, it is x direction. So in that way, so we are taking the vectors, base vectors. A1 bar is base vector in x direction. Therefore, we are taking a simple cube of side A. So all sides equal length. Therefore, we are taking A in all directions. And A2 is the base vector in y direction. Therefore, A into j cap. So A3 is the base vector along z axis. So A into k cap. Okay, this one. In the last class, we have seen so the reciprocal lattice vectors of direct lattice vectors. Okay, we have seen in the last class. I will provide it in the description. I will provide the previous class in the description. It is these are the expressions we have seen for reciprocal lattice vectors. So these B1 bar and the star is there, and B2 bar star, B3 bar star are also basis vectors in reciprocal lattice. So therefore, so the base vector B1 bar and star is equal to 1 by V into A2 bar cross product of A2 cross product with A3 bar. So it is the equation. So we have the basis vectors in direct lattice. It is one basis vector. It is another basis vector. So we are taking so A times J cap cross A times K cap. So A are the magnitudes or constants, and we can write it outside. So that becomes A square into so J cross K. So in cyclic order, the cross product of J cap and K cap is I cap. So therefore we are getting A square into I cap by A cube. So we get 1 by A into I cap. So again, at first we have to calculate the volume and keep it aside. So here we are calculating the volume. A1 bar dot product with bracket of A2 cross product with A3. So we call it as scalar triple product. Scalar triple product. So we get a scalar quantity of these products. So simply we can calculate this scalar product with a magnitude, with a determinant of a matrix, 3 by 3 matrix. Okay, if we keep the this one and all coefficients of basis vectors, a1 for a1 bar we get a cap only, that means 100 in determinant form. For a2, so 010. For a3, 001. So in that way we get only 1, its magnitude as 1. And for each row there is one a, there is one a. So in that way we get a cube as volume. Okay, volume is equal to a cube. Simply, so you place all these vectors in a matrix form and find out the determinant that gives us the volume. Okay, a cube. So a cube is written in denominator as v is there. We are writing here. Totally we are getting 1 by a into I cap. So it is a basis vector in reciprocal lattice. Okay. So if we see similarly the other basis vector b2 star is equal to 1 by v into a3 a1. So in this case, we are getting 1 by a times j cap. We have to do the cross product of these two vectors. So even we can see a3 means k cross I. So k cross I gives us j. Okay, in that way we are getting a square by a cube into j cap. So here I cap, since a1 a into I cap is there and a2 a into j cap, therefore a into a square I cross j, that is equal to k. So a square by a cube into k cap, that gives us 1 by a into k cap. So in that way we are getting to the basis vectors in reciprocal lattice of the basis vectors of direct lattice of simple cubic. Okay, so if we see the format, so they are in same format. Okay, so the base vectors in simple cubic, some constant into I cap and some constant into j cap and some constant into k cap. Here also we are getting the same, some constant into I cap, j cap, k cap. So so these base vectors also form simple cubic lattice. These base vectors also form simple cubic lattice, but the side length of simple cubic lattice in reciprocal lattice is smaller. So that is 1 by a times. So earlier if it is a, now it is 1 by a. So smaller value we are getting. Okay, so it is about the reciprocal lattice of simple cubic. So the reciprocal lattice of simple cubic in direct lattice is also a simple cubic in reciprocal lattice. That is the conclusion. And so we see the earlier this was the volume of the unit cell in direct lattice. Okay, v is equal to a1 bar dot a2 bar cross a3 bar. It is the volume of the unit cell in direct lattice, since these base vectors corresponding to direct lattice. Now these base vectors are corresponding to reciprocal lattice. So now we see the volume of the unit cell in reciprocal lattice. So that is defined by this equation. It is very familiar, as similar as this, except the base vectors. Now B1 star dot B2 star cross B3 star. Okay, we have to calculate this one. So similarly, here I dot j cross k is equal to 1. This product is 1. In this case also, B1 is equal to 1 by a times I cap. Okay. So and B2 1 by a times j cap, and B3 1 by a times k cap. So 1 by a we can write in before the product. So such three 1 by a's are there and their product. Therefore, we get 1 by a cube into I dot I cap dot j cross k. Okay, so that is 1. So again, so we are getting this is the product actually. So again, 1 by a cube into its product is 1. So it is a cube is the volume of the unit cell in direct lattice. Here we are observing A cube is the volume of the unit cell in direct lattice. So conclusion is that volume of the unit cell in reciprocal lattice is equal to the 1 by volume of the unit cell in direct lattice, or reciprocal of the volume of the unit cell in direct lattice. Okay, it is the conclusion. Now it is about totally reciprocal lattice of simple cubic lattice. And right now we see the reciprocal lattice of BCC, right? We are seeing here. So in case of simple cubic lattice, a conventional cell is equal to a primitive cell. We have seen just before for simple cubic lattice, the lattice points per unit cell is 1, therefore it is primitive cell. So whatever we see, that is conventional cell. So which represents the Bravais lattice also. So it is not true for body centered cubic and face centered cubic lattices. So it is different since because so BCC, one conventional cell has two lattice sites, or we can say two lattice points per unit cell. For one conventional cell, we are having two lattice points. One is the body centered, and one lattice point is because of the contribution of corner points. So that is well known. So, but according our definition, which unit cell is called primitive unit cell? A unit cell which is consisting only one lattice point per unit cell is primitive unit cell. So, but body centered, what we are observing, the body centered unit cell is not a primitive unit cell. So, it is a conventional cell, or it represents Bravais lattice also, but uh, so it is not the primitive unit cell. So, therefore, we have to identify the primitive unit cell in the BCC. After that, we have to take the corresponding basis vectors of that primitive unit cell. Okay. So again, so, so primitive unit cell contains one lattice point. So our BCC conventional cell is having two lattice points. So that means one conventional cell of BCC is equal to two primitive cells. Okay, two primitive cells. So similarly, FCC lattice, a conventional cell, also possesses four lattice points per unit cell. So for primitive unit cell or primitive cell, there exists only one lattice point. In that way, one conventional cell of FCC is equal to four primitive cells, or we can say it is equivalent to, okay, four primitive cells means it is just like a simple cube. Only it possesses the lattice points at corners only. Okay, so we will see how it is equivalent to, how one conventional cell is equivalent to two primitive cells, and one conventional cell is equivalent to four primitive cells in the coming slides. Right, reciprocal lattice of BCC lattice. Okay, now here we are seeing a BCC lattice. So a cube with black sides or black edges, you can say. So this one, and there is one red edges also there. There are three red edges, and remaining are remaining five edges. One, two, three, four. Okay, total how many edges we have? So 4 plus 4, total 12 edges. 4, 4, and 8 plus 4, 12. Among 12 edges, 1, 2, 3. Three edges are shown in red color. So all other are in black. So okay, no problem. The BCC lattice has two lattice points per unit cell. We can select two primitive lattice vectors in two ways. Okay. So at first, so we have to see. So it is our body centered lattice. So we should select the primitive basis vectors. So for that, so we have to identify primitive unit cell. Okay, so okay, right. So yeah, so generally, as I said just before, one conventional cell is equivalent to two primitive cells. So which is shown in red color is primitive cell. And if we observe this, so it is covering half of the portion. So this plane is covering half of the portion of this unit cell. So that means there is upper half is there, and whatever is outside this tube, that can be filled here. Here we are observing some gap, so that can be filled, and whatever is below this, so this can also be filled here. Totally, this total red part can be filled in half of the part of the body centered cubic lattice. So here, if there are two lattice points per unit cell, we can select a set of basis vectors. So it is one set of basis vector, and it is another set of basis vectors. Since there is two lattice points, we can find out, we can select two sets of basis vectors. Okay, so it is one type and it is another type. It is more symmetrical. So this here two are in one format and the another one is another format, and this is more symmetrical format. But so the basis vectors means here, so basis, if we repeat the lattice points in this direction, if we repeat the lattice points in this direction, we should be able to fill up the total lattice points in the space. Okay, that is the purpose of the basis vector. So if we keep on placing the lattices at the ends of these basis vectors, we should be able to fill up the entire space with a periodic spacing. Okay, so those are the basis vectors. So that is the purpose. Okay, so here there are three vectors. Here we are identifying the basis body centered points only if we take this as origin. So this point as origin. Okay, right. So this point as origin, and so it is x-axis. Here I identified with I cap, and it is y-axis, it is identified with j cap, and it is z-axis, positive z-axis, and it is represented with k cap, right? So in this case, so it is a body center point. So it is a body center point of this unit cell, this BCC cubic lattice. Okay, similarly, we can imagine one more cube adjacent to this left side. Okay, so we can keep one more cube which touches this edge. Okay, and it stays in this direction. So its body center point is this. So here we are observing one cube, and we can imagine one cube adjacent to this. Okay, that means, so we are in front of this cube, this side, and it is back side of that cube. So there may be one more cube here, back side of that cube. So therefore, so this lattice point is outside of our unit cell, this unit cell. So this lattice point is outside of our unit cell. This is also outside of our unit cell, but it is left side, and this point is backward, back side of our cube, and this one is bottom of our cube. Okay, this lattice point is the body centered point of a cube which is below our considered cube. Okay, so it is a body center. So if we take this corner point, so we are taking the body center points, so adjacent to this. Okay, so in this way, if we extend, we can extend the lattice by taking the basis vectors in these directions. So here we have taken the 3 points as 3 basis vectors. So these are the basis vectors. So already identified x, y, z. So just like that, our A1, we see here A1, I said that it is outside our cube and backside of cube. So therefore, it is opposite negative z axis. It is the direction of negative z axis. Therefore, we are getting minus k, and it is at a height, this height, half of the height. So along positive x axis, half distance, and along y axis, positive half of the distance, here to here half, and here to here half of the distance. So therefore, a by 2 I cap, a by 2 j cap, and negative z side a by 2 k cap. So it is a1 vector, and a2 vector also. A2 is left side of our cube, therefore it is positive x-axis and opposite to this. So it is negative x-axis. Therefore, for A2 component, we are having negative minus a by 2 I cap, and which is at a height half of the distance along y-axis and z-axis and x-axis also. It is positive y half of the distance, and so this is our distance here to here. So at this side it is staying along z-axis, so half of the distance from here to here. So at this side we are having, okay, so therefore z component is also a by 2. Okay, similarly other vector a1, so a1 is, okay, where we are having, we have seen a1, a2 and a3. A3 is this bottom, it is the bottom, so it is y axis and it is downside of the this, therefore it is negative y axis, so therefore it is minus coordinate. So in that way, all the base vectors are identified, and these are the base vectors of BCC lattice in direct lattice. Okay, even simply we can take the base vectors in this format also. One one point in this direction, Okay, if it is one point and it is another point and it is body center point, so the repetition of which also leaves the same sites in space. Okay, so that means if it is a I cap, first one a1 for this case, and a2, this is a2, and a3, in that case it is our origin. So our body centered point is 1 by 2 comma 1 by 2 comma 1 by 2. So therefore we are having the total a by 2 times all positive terms. Okay, so in this way, so it is the idea at first to get the what the basis vectors are, how to write the basis vectors. So it is important if we understand it. So simply we can calculate the reciprocal lattice vectors with the formulas available as we saw just before. Okay, now we see the reciprocal lattice vectors. So so these are so there are two sets of basis vectors. Now I am taking this basis vector, this set of basis vectors. So it is symmetrical in nature. So sorry. Okay. So therefore I am taking these set of basis vectors. So so we can remember. So a1 is 1 1 minus. Okay, right, no problem. Okay. So actually A1 was having the coefficient 1 1 minus 1, and I have ordered this in the calculation of determinants. We can displace the rows or columns by two times. So if we displace one column one time, we get minus sign. If we displace the same column two times, so we get plus sign. So just like that. So generally it is our place, it should be here, so we have displaced to here, no problem. So whatever, since it is a scalar product, even we can change the order also, no problem. So we need not worry about this determinant whether it is in proper order or not. So whenever we take the cross product of two vectors, so it discriminates. So order should be maintained, but it is a scalar product. All are numericals only, no problem. So we have to calculate volume at first. Volume at first. So sorry, volume is there. So it is a volume formula. For that we are doing this. And a by 2, a by 2, a by 2, totally a cube by 8. And its determinant value is 0 plus 2 plus 2, that is 4. So 4 by 8, 2. So totally volume is a cube by 2. So next one, a2 cross a3. So in that case, so here we have to write I cap, j cap, k cap, and here the coefficients of the unit vectors in a2 bar. So here the coefficients of unit vectors in a3 bar. So in that way, that gives us a2 cross a3. So if we do that and divide it with v, we get this equation. So it is simple mathematical calculation. You can do it. So b1 bar and the reciprocal lattice is equal to 1 by a times I cap plus j cap. So similarly, b2 bar star is equal to 1 by a times, so j cap plus k cap, and b3 bar and star is equal to 1 by a times I cap plus k cap. So these are the basis vectors in reciprocal lattice of a direct BCC lattice. Okay, so actually these represents the basis vectors of a FCC, but we see it in the next slide. Later we confirm that the BCC, the reciprocal lattice of a BCC lattice is a FCC lattice. Okay, so we see the next one. Now the it should be FCC, not BCC, right? So here we are seeing, right? So it is our uh, face-centered cubic lattice. Okay, FCC unit cell. It is a conventional cell. It is a conventional unit cell. So as we have seen, or as we have read just before, a conventional FCC lattice is equivalent to four primitive lattices. Okay, four primitive unit cells. Okay, so here these are corner atoms. So it is corner atoms we are observing. It is corner, totally corner atoms are there, corner. Then face center, six face centers. It is one, is left side, and it is the face center of top surface, and it is the face center of right, and it is the face center of bottom, and it is towards us, and it is back side of this, opposite to us. Okay, so this one. So these are the six face centers. What we are seeing, it is a backside face, this face. So this face center. Okay, what we are seeing here, one face, that face center is this. Okay, right. So here, if we attach the only face centers, we are taking one corner point as origin, and from that, the nearest face centers. It is the left side face center. Okay, you are seeing is the bottom face center, and it is back side face center. All these three faces are touching this. The faces passing through this lattice point. Those face centers we are considering. Okay, so this see, these are forming a primitive unit cell. It is whatever the unit cell shown in red color is the primitive unit cell. If we observe this primitive unit cell, it is only having the lattice points at corners only, not anywhere except corners. Okay, therefore, it is primitive unit cell. So it is confirmed that it is primitive unit cell. Then we are taking the basis vectors of this primitive unit cell. So it is one cube. So it is, so this side, let us say x, it is y, and it is z, just like that. Okay, for this red cube, I am talking. So these we are whatever we are seeing, A1, A2, A3 are the edges of this red cube, and those edges are touching at this corner point. Okay, so and here I identified. So these are the unit vectors. We are taking x-axis in this direction, and it is represented with I cap, and this as y-axis, and it is represented with j cap. Here we are taking z-axis inside. Earlier it was towards us. Now it is away from us. Okay, so this side. So actually it is this side. This I cap is towards us, we can say, and this is it. So ijk unit vectors are identified. Accordingly, we can write the basis vectors. So it is x, and it is y, and it is z. So A3 is located in xz plane. A3 is located in xz plane, and this lattice point A3 is here to here. It is the end. Okay, therefore this lattice point location, the position vector of this gives us the base vector A3. So it is x component half of the distance and z component half of the distance. Therefore A3 is equal to, so a by 2 I cap, a by 2 k cap. Similarly, so this one, it is which plane? So it is x and it is y, and this point is the phase center of this space. Therefore, it is located in xy plane. Therefore, it is half of the distance from each axis, right? So its location is written as, it is a1. Okay, xy. Therefore, I plus j into a by 2. Similarly, third one. So here also we calculate the volume. So a by 2 whole cube, and for first vector ij only, ij. There is no k term, therefore we are writing 0. So correspondingly we are writing. So these are the other coefficients, and the determinant of this gives us 2, and totally volume is equal to a cube by 4. We have calculated what volume a cube by 4, and we have to do a2 bar cross a3 bar. So here a2 bar and a3 bar are available. Again we have to do the cross product of two vectors with the help of this determinant form. So here we write I, J, K, and here the remaining A2 means here J and K, and I and K, just like that. So by calculating A2 cross A3 and dividing that quantity, resultant quantity by V, so we get these basis vectors. Okay, so B1 bars and star, the reciprocal vector b1 bar is equal to 1 by a times I plus j minus k. So and b2 is also given. If we calculate this, we get the similar quantities. So if we see it, so it is a reciprocal lattice vector of FCC. But similar expression we have seen before. So this one here a1 is there, I plus j minus k, here a by 2. So this vector is same, magnitude is different, the vector component is same. Here also we are getting same. So that means, so those were the basis, these are the base vectors in direct lattice. Now these are the base vectors of reciprocal lattice. So conclusion is that the reciprocal lattice of FCC, these are the reciprocal basis vectors of FCC, is similar to the basis vectors of direct BCC lattice. Therefore, the reciprocal lattice of FCC is BCC, and so these are the base vectors of FCC we have seen in the before slide. In the before slide, what we have seen, this one. So it is the reciprocal lattice of BCC. So these are as same as the direct basis vectors of FCC. Therefore, the reciprocal of BCC is FCC lattice, and the reciprocal of FCC is BCC lattice. So it is the conclusion. So in this lecture, we have studied how to identify the basis vectors and how to identify the primitive unit cell in a conventional unit cell. And after that, how to write the basis vectors of primitive unit cells. So we call them as primitive basis vectors. So the primitive basis vectors of BCC we have seen, and we have find out the reciprocal lattice of those primitive base vectors of BCC lattice, and they are found that the reciprocal lattice results in FCC lattice. Similarly, vice versa. Okay, the reciprocal of FCC is BCC. Okay, thank you very much for watching. Subscribe to the channel and share it to the persons required. Thank you.